Hello guys, Rapid Chess here with the video of the day. Today ended another round of World Cup, fourth round, or some right that it's third round. So this is the next stage. Top match is Magnus against Yesipenko. Yesipenko has actually he won the last game, that's for sure. I think that's their only game probably in the classical chess, so Yesipenko could give a good fight. And Duda will have option to revenge against Grishuk for loss in finals of Grand Prix in Hamburg. And Karakin, Vashelograf, also very interesting match. They're both talented and kind of in their top shape. So I think Karakin has very good insight on openings. I think that his team could give him some very good opening ideas to beat Vashelograf, because MVL is a bit vulnerable in this kind of things. Alright, so Magnus played Wojtaszek. Wojtaszek was very lucky to draw both classical games, and now he faced rapid games, which are Magnus is even considered to be even stronger. d4. Magnus played e4 in classical games, but he plays this now all the time with two pieces. He never gives his opponent chance to, have just the slightest idea how he will play against them. So this is the nimzo-indian defense. e3, castle. So black already castled, and they're ready to start attacking the center. Bishop d3, c5, knight to e2. So no double pawns for white. I think white will recapture with the bishop, but you don't want to recapture it until, let's say, white have played a3. d5 takes, and knight takes d5. So another option for black was queen takes. I like it a little bit more, and I see that this engine evaluation changes all the time. Like 2 hours ago it was knight takes d5 better, now it's queen d5. So I'm like queen d5 fan. He took with the knight c6, and takes with the pawn. Again, I think that queen d5 is just a little bit better. Overall, it gives, I just advise to players of my caliber, that you want to play something like b6, bishop to b7, and this queen creates, not creates a lot of threats, but it creates some, I think, it can defend the king very good. So Wojtaszek took with the pawn. It's a very good move as well. Knight f6, bishop to d6. You want to return your bishop when it's not attacking the knight anymore, and the knight has been pinned. Now it's not pinned. So bishop e3, and he took the knight. Knight is quite annoying here. He attacks the pawn, and you cannot get rid of it because your knight is very far away. So it's a good decision. Queen f6, bishop e3. So pawn is defended because if you take, I'll take, queen takes, and I have this tactic bishop h7 discovery, win the queen. And knight to b4. Engine says that this move is a little bit suspicious. Probably Wojtaszek analyzed similar positions, and I see that in a lot of positions Engine just wants to play like this, even though I don't see big idea behind this move. Bishop b1 and bishop f5. Proposing exchange of queens, and you get this knight and queen pair. Ideally, black could be better, but white is a little bit better developed, and they start the offense. Queen b3. Takes, queen d6. So Wojtaszek wants to force a3. and knight to a6. So the problem here, this move looks weird, but if you take, there is this very difficult tactic. Takes and queen d4, knight to d4. If you play it very natural, like rook to b8, then it's queen a6 and white is winning. Basically, there is no compensation and this knight is pinned. But it's really hard to find this kind of you know, tactic like takes, and if you take, then it's rook f to b8, bishop a5, takes, and queen c6. So this is equal. So Wojtaszek didn't find this, and I don't blame him. He played back. The position is still, according to Asian, is defensible. Rook c1, the best move, queen d7, and bishop f4. So now, of course, if we compare this to minor pieces, white is much better. This bishop is very strong. It controls important c7 square right now, and he already took this line here, and just white has big advantage out of nothing. Queen g3, f6. So now a lot of threats like bishop to h6, bishop to e5, and maybe even bishop to d6. Again, Magnus is making sure that this knight is not going anywhere, so it's kind of trapped. h4, rook c8, you want to exchange more pieces, and b4. White has plus 1.2 according to engine. It's not yet winning, but it's really hard to find a move. Yeah, and Magnus is very strong when he has this. Everyone is strong when he has a dominating position, yeah, but just psychologically extremely hard to play when you cannot move your knight. b5, h5, also very useful to push your pawn. Queen f3, attacking on both sides, like aiming on d5, and at some point h6 is a threat. So h6 I don't blame, again, Wojtaszek, but engine says that queen f5 is better, like a little counter-attacking move. Pinning this bishop a little bit and passing the move to black, but very hard to find. Queen f3, again notice that knight cannot move. Yeah, this c7 square is controlled. b3, if you take the pawn, then it's queen c8 winning the knight. So he went back. Queen h7. So again, black is in kind of zugzwang. I don't really see a move for them. If you play queen h8, then it's queen b3. Engine says that again, white is winning. 7 takes, and takes the pawn. Yeah, so this is the idea of the engine. So Wojtaszek played king f8. Finally moving the bishop, but it's now he loses a pawn here due to the spin on the queen. Takes, check, pinning the knight. Extremely strong play by Carlsen. Yeah, Wojtaszek had terrible headache removing this knight from a6. Now it's on e6 and it still cannot move. Check, takes another pawn, and knight to g5. So engine suggests that queen b1 was better. The problem is that again Magnus is very good restricting this knight. Yeah, he wants to exchange it and then win a queen's endgame. So this is what happened. Takes, check, check, and the easiest is to calculate the queen's endgame. Takes, he sacrificed the pawn, but you see that black is down a pawn and they have double pawns, and white is black is unable to break through g4. Now black's king cannot get anywhere, and after a couple of moves black resigned, yeah, because white has simple plan to go to b3, play a4, get past pawn, and then grab all these pawns and win. Alright, good game, Magnus, and let's see what happens against Yesipenko. Thank you and see you next time.